See, if you put it on an angle, you can grind like a pyramid. You can move it in just like this, it won't stall it the way it's built. So this, in the vertical is the best way. That's my favorite way to grind because it makes it very easy, simple. And out of that, you can do some very hard stuff on there, and you got a good way to, you know, you can control it very well. So that's what I would think to do. And not only that, with this thing, you can adjust at any angle. Plus, we can do just about anything you want to do on this. And the diamonds, they'll do everything you need to do. They'll last you a long time. The average time lasting, it depends on really the user. If you do a good, clean job, if you take care of your equipment and everything, you know, it'll last you a long time. And this is the way to grind on this. We don't have the water hookup. We demo the grinding on it, but since we don't have the water hookup this time, this is what we'll put you there. But this here machine is the jewel of all. It's well built. It'll last you a lifetime. The disc will last you, average from I've had some up to 5 to 10 years. So it depends on the individual and how much they use it. But laying them like this is not a good way of doing it. You want to hang them up or put them away neat. And keep it clean. Because if you keep your stuff clean, it'll last you a long time. And if you drop something on it, that could ruin it. Or if you dropped it, carried it, it could ruin it. But take good care of it. It'll last you a long time. And also, when you're not using it, very important, it's a steel plate. So we recommend put a very light oil, like one oil or motor oil or transmission, very light oil over the steel plate when you're not using it. This way it don't get rusty. You know, after a while, doing the oil treatment, it still won't rust anymore. So that's the best way to keep the machine. And then you got only two places to grease it. Behind the plate and the spot in the back. You grease it maybe once, twice a year. And this machine will last you a lifetime and will do the job for you. A lot of people, they grind rocks on these, concrete, marble, even the smaller machines, they use it to grind a lot of rubies, stuff like that. And then the smaller machines also, a lot of them use stainless steel with the optical fiber inside the stainless steel rod. They use it surgical. So it's got a lot of uses for whatever, almost anything you imagine. You can use it on there. You can grind it and polish. Okay? Also with this steady, we call it a universal steady rest. You can use it for different things. And a lot of different things you can do on it. A lot of people might want to hook up a vise on there to hold something really precision or something unusual, because a lot of people have different shapes and different way to hold it. So you have to have, you use vices. They got different jigs they put on there. So you got this whole area to work with. So there's so many different kind of different stuff. Not only that, when you put a vise on, you can move this table all the way up here for whatever reason. They might want to put 2 vices on here. They can also drop it. It'll drop all the way down to this level. See, because sometimes maybe you not even want to use this, so you could drop it down all the way to the bottom and then just hold it by hand. So it's got so many uses for what you want. Not only that, you can bring it up here, and see a lot of times, say you want to do an angle, and you got a whole, sometimes it's a long piece, so people use a vise or they put a ramp up, or there's quite a bit different stuff on the jig. So it's universal. You can almost do anything you imagine, what you ever want to do, you can do on this. There's no limit. You can drill holes, clamp it down, you know, not only that. You can put a rubber pad on this that it don't, we have it, if the glass is real fragile, see, so you can put a real thin coat of Teflon coating on it or something that it won't scratch while you're working with your glass. See, so it's got so many options to do what you want to do. So it's almost limited for what you want to do with this machine. So that's what's good to have this kind of machine. I'm going to put this in a horizontal position now. This machine weighs pretty close to 500 pounds. So we recommend 2 people. Gilberto, would you come and help me? What we don't, we'll show you how we recommend you to put it. What you do, you put your foot here, you tilt it this way, okay, and then you get it like this. You go, I got it right here. Okay? So now we put it over there. Okay, so now we'll turn it this way. And you would put that against the wall. See, so now here you still got the rotating table. You can say you're working, you can put your piece down this way now, work, different kind of stuff. Now this plate will also move back and forth over to the back, at an angle, different stuff. And then you turn it on the same way. Oh, you didn't plug that in. Stop it. We got this in the horizontal position. See, we got these. You can mount this up against the wall and bolt it if you want to. You don't really need to, but some people like to have it that way. And not only that, we have also, I forgot to tell you about the power. This here is right now has a 1.5 horsepower, and it's 6-to-1 ratio. So you're really about almost 10 horsepower on this machine as it is. And it also, you can get an option, it's either 110 or 220 volts, or you can even get variable speed. You also, you see there's a drain here. When you're in a vertical position, here's a drain pipe for that, and then when you're in that position, if you look, there's another drain pipe in a horizontal position. So it's set for both ways. Also now, when you get over here, see these are the round knob features for on what you call we call the steady rest. So you loosen these knobs up to when you can move it from. You see, you can move it to this position all the way up to here. Right a little bit about, I think, a ½ inch above center. And not only that, these brush guards serve many purposes. One purpose, say you got a big piece of work and you need to come off the side. If you had metal, you can't do it, so you can come off the side with it. And another purpose for it is when it's running water, if you the vapor from the water only stays here. If you had the regular steel plate, it causes so much bouncing that you got the